Omarosa accuses Trump of wanting to start a race war in this country in latest jab at president and claims she taped conversations because in Trump world, everybody lies. Former White House aide Omarosa Manigault-Newman is charging President Donald Trump with wanting to start a race war in the United States. "I believe he wants to start a race war in this country," she said Sunday on MSNBC's Politics Nation as part of her book tour. She also said she has more tapes of the president because documentation was necessary in the White House as in Trump world, everybody lies. "Absolutely. I have this huge 15-year record with Donald Trump and I'm very good at documenting my life, documenting what happened, but particularly things that are peculiar to me," she said. "In Trump world, everybody lies. It's a culture of deceit," she said. "People turn on each other very, very quickly. And you have to have documentation for everything that you do." She did not offer any details of what those tapes might contain, but in previous interviews has said she has a tape of the president saying the N-word. Manigault-Newman has made a slew of media appearances over the last week to promote her new book, Unhinged, an insider's account of the Trump White House. In the tome, which is an account of her work in the White House and on the Trump campaign, she accuses the president of mentally declining, of being a racist, and threatening First Lady Melania Trump, who was born in Slovenia but has U.S. citizenship, with deportation if she leaves him. She made her latest charge of a race war during a discussion on the White House's hiring policies and how the administration staff is mainly white. "It's much worse than people realize," Manigault-Newman replied. "There are 30 special assistants to the president right now. There are none representing the African American community." She claimed she was as an advocate for the black community during her time in the White House. "Every single time he had some type of issue with the community, I was there," she said. "The one thing I realized once I was there was he was disingenuous to his commitment to diversity." She called Trump a performer who used people like props. Trump and the White House staff have been hitting back hard at the former aide. The president has attacked her repeatedly on Twitter, calling her low-life, wacky and deranged and that dog. And White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders last week framed Manigault-Newman as a person who showed a complete lack of integrity, echoing the president's claims that he hired the reality TV phenom to work in the White House because he wanted to give her a chance. She also denied that the president's charge that Manigault-Newman that dog has anything to do with the African American former aide's race. Manigault-Newman told MSNBC that Trump's reference to her as a dog showed he has no respect for the presidency. "It was such a vulgar slur. And can you just imagine if he would say that publicly? What is he saying about me and other African Americans privately?" she said. "I would say he is unfit to serve as the President of the United States. He has completely taken the presidency to the gutter when he reduces this important office to name-calling, to being thin-skinned, impulsive," she added. Sanders also said last week that she cannot rule out the possibility that an audio recording exists showing Trump using a racial slur to describe African Americans. Sanders told reporters that she has never heard Trump use the N-word or anything like it, but conceded that she hasn't been a part of every meeting the president has taken. "I can guarantee anything," Sanders acknowledged. Trump has denied allegations made by Manigault-Newman that he used the N-word. Opening bracket The Apprentice producer closing bracket Mark Burnett called to say that there are no tapes of The Apprentice where I used such a terrible and disgusting word as attributed by wacky and deranged Omarosa, the president tweeted last week. "I don't have that word in my vocabulary, and never have. She made it up. Look at her many recent quotes saying such wonderful and powerful things about me, a true champion of civil rights until she got fired." Omarosa had zero credibility with the media. They didn't want interviews when she worked in the White House. Now that she says bad about me, they will talk to her. Fake news. White House aides are fearful Manigault Newman has as many as 200 of them stashed away that she can brandish to try to punch back at critics.